The brothers great from greatness for Tampa back with another lesson. Lord was going to be edifying to the hopeful elect, and he's going to go in the spirit, through the spirit power. How much you might see where it takes us, but it's just, if you've been watching, you know that yesterday, Saddam Hussein himself or Bin Laden pulled up on the National Guard down the street from the White House, all right, and blasted two of them. So here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. A catalyst. So now they investigating this. It's a terrorist plot. They're gonna see his Facebook connections because this nigga was a terrorist online apparently. So hey, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, but Lord's will, this does escalate to something bigger. Because Esau's about to bring the hammer down, bring the wrath. Because he had a short time, but he's expediting his agenda, and he needs chaos to do it. Order out of chaos. Go ahead, brothers. See if I can order this real quick.
I got something real fast. Matthew chapter 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Like the brother said, he's expediting his agenda, so-called 2030. They want things in position and in order by 2030. So, 2026, shit is going to speed up. It's going to be a whole different spirit out here. And, that momentum, that transition into 2026, definitely with this event that just took place, this is it. The gospel has been preached. So right now, it's the ball is in Esau court. We're going to continue to preach the word, continue to wake up the elect, and this devil, the ball's in your court, man. We just waiting on that one prophecy, which is the MOTB, to come to pass, and man, things are gonna move real quick. So the point is, Esau, you gotta come down, you gotta move forward with your new world order agenda now, man. It's your move.
That's something back you up. It's Psalm 64 verse verse 4. The point is verse 6. Alright, in NLT. Psalm 64 verse 4 in NLT. They shoot from ambush at the innocent, attacking suddenly and fearlessly. Alright, that's what they do ultimately to the elect. I'm saying you're shooting as far as this MOTB, to be established to where you can have the whole world, electronically tagged.
Yeah, digital prison.
Yeah.
And again, that's why everything is going digital. Everything is becoming a token. Everything is being tokenized. Because what? It's being put into the new system. They got a term, it's called RWA, real world assets. Everything will be on their. If it's not gonna be on their grid, it doesn't exist. In other words,
right. And
if you're not taking, ultimately we see where it's going. Right, it's beginning with digital IDs, digital wallets. Ultimately, it's gonna lead to the mark. Okay, the mark of the beast, the charagma. If you're not on that system, you don't exist. That's where it's getting, and that's what's bringing that prison, that entrenchment that Esau's putting squeeze on people, and they don't even know it's being used. It's being brought by the own technology that you love, that you use every day.
Yep.
He's using that to ensnare you. That's his technology is the trap itself, because you're dependent on it. Everything you do is dependent on this devil's technology. So if you're not part of the Internet of Things, you're gonna be ostracized from the society real soon. Hence the hour of temptation.
Yep, and that's why another good movie, to watch, speaking to myself, I just watched it, you know what I'm saying? I literally just watched it. You know what I'm saying? Finished the movie the other day. Lucy,
Yes. Well, I was watching that right before when this brother pulled up.
Come on, bro. How much more confirmation you need? But the point is, like, when she started to see the algorithm, so when she was in the car with the police at the time, she started to see the algorithm, you know what I'm saying?
The phones came out of the phone. Pretty much everything.
Yeah, and she was able to move through, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're trying to tell you people, bro. Esau has that.
Yeah, and really, just because at the end of the movie, because literally we just finished watching it minutes ago.
That's the spirit.
Really, it was she became AI. That's what the movie's about. She became AI. Yep.
I'm everywhere.
And that's what Esau wants to be. He wants to be everywhere inside of you, where you live here on earth, but the Most High, all right, he defeated Yahushua. In the Third World War, he got victory over the, you know?
Yeah, well, that's why Esau wants to be as the Most High. So he has to bring it to his world that he's created, the meta world, the metaverse, aka the New World Order, you know? Because AI, this whole infrastructure they have laid out, is the New World Order. This is technology, because if you're going to be cut off without it, which we know ultimately the last piece is that chip. But it's in the works right now as we speak. As the stage or the play goes on the stage, right, with the puppeteers and the puppets. Guess what? They're laying this whole foundation down before your very eyes, and it's gonna take people like that, and they're not gonna know what to do. So what are they gonna do? Run to Egypt for help. Right.
Yeah.
You got more on that?
No, Paul was reading.
Oh,
Yeah. Just finishing off verse 5 and 6. Psalm 64 and verse 5 and 6 in NLT. They encourage each other. And you brothers got it anytime. They encourage each other to do evil.
Exactly, because you know Psalms the 83rd chapter, they encourage each other to do evil. They all in cahoots. They all on the board with this NWO, man. You know, the elites. You know, all nations are together with it, man. You know, to implement that system and to have everybody marked. You know, that's why, you know, it's a push for all nations to have a CBDC, if I'm not mistaken,
And
a
digital ID.
Digital ID, yeah.
Digital ID, CBDC, which again, that's how we could just follow the money. Who do all these nations depend on? That's why they're all in cahoots. But they had to depend on Amalek. Ultimately, it goes back to him. But you know, it's a push, global push, to bring this infrastructure. So that they're laying down a railroad, so to say. So when that train comes, it's gonna speed. It's gonna be a bullet train. They're laying the railroads now in front of you. People don't see it. But then, if you're gonna get either you're gonna be on the train or you're gonna be left. AKA that market, you're gonna need a mark to get into the train, so to say. But right now, these are just laying it out globally. Because again, all the nations, they all have to deal with the CBDCs. You know, they all have central banks one way or another, which ultimately is owned by the Amalekites.
Psalm 64 and verse 5 in the NLT, and it reads, they encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret.
Yeah, they lay them traps in secret, but it's out there in the open, right? Because if not, how would people walk on the trap or get on the trap? So they're hiding it. They do it in secret, and that's all the things that Esau's doing. Ultimately, you know, in his devices, it's ultimately all to lead you down. He's doing it again, the funneling effect. You lead the sheep to the slaughter, you gotta funnel them in.
Yep.
And there's a snare at the end of that.
Yep. The end all is to take his device, brothers. That's it. That's really what that's why we out here. He wants you to take his device, and all those is going to submit themselves, all right, and find themselves fulfilling prophecy, all right, are the non-elect. But Revelation 14 chapter speaks about the elect getting the victory, man. This guy, he trying to keep you caught up in worldly affairs and paying bills and retirement plans and shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, the Epstein files.
Yeah, like, bro, all this shit is trash. Everything is trash, dog. He don't want you to believe that, bro. Everything is he trash. We're coming to the time where somebody is getting ready to flush him. Okay? He don't want you to understand the power above him. We tapped into the power above this guy, bro. He's getting ready to be destroyed. Psalm 64
I got something for you. Just sit back up real quick. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting
You
covenant.
have to pay for that, man. Everything you've done, all the bloodshed, going back all the way to King, man. We in another realm. you got to pay for this, man.
Yeah, this devil's heart goes deep, bro.
Yes.
We don't even know the extent of his warfare. You know, it's not even perceptive at this point. Some of this shit that this devil has, you don't even know he's doing it to you. No other kingdom has ever reached this ability to have mental warfare on your ass, man, or information war, a biological war, right? Never on this level, but especially with his social media, or not social, the media itself, you know, propaganda. This devil has perfected fear. Again, you people, you know, the masses of the people are nothing but lab rats to them, to the elites, man. All right, let's do this, see how they react. All right, now let's try this. Or maybe this, like clone Tyrone. Let's have a little experiment in this little city.
Now let me get this word real quick, Barbara Shaw, because the brother said exactly how he worded, but it'll come back to me when I read this. Media etymology. The word media comes from the Latin word medium, which means middle or in between.
And that's how they use in witchcraft now. You know, everything you watch, they showed you in the movie They Live. It's everything, you know, all the advertisement and all what was the signal coming from? The media. The whole movie was about that.
Which is why this gospel is the biggest threat. Because it's all about, again, exactly, this gospel is the biggest threat to Esau's number one weapon, which is his media, bro. His media, that's like his first line of defense right there. Controlling the minds, controlling what people see, exactly, controlling the narrative. That's one of his greatest weapons right there, bro.
Yeah, that's his communication.
Yeah.
You know, as we always go into media is plural from a medium.
Yeah, I'll read
that's what
for
the brother's
you.
reading.
I'll read for you right here. It says, in the context of communication, medium refers to the means or channel through which a message
Hey,
is
don't you on
conveyed.
TV? Don't you got different channels?
Right.
You flipping through the channels.
Hey, what brother say? Oh, my channel. Oh, let me go to this brother's channel, right?
And real quick, and back your brothers up. And this gospel shall be preached unto the full corner. So the Lord done surface over this media.
And why? Because what we speaking is prophecy. So what we speaking is coming to pass, which is why it's overshadowing his false fucking narratives and shit he got out there. You know what I mean? And it was said before he even did it. So here it is, he's doing it now. But the prophets had already
Exactly.
said
That's how you
what
gonna
he
know.
was doing.
That's how the scriptures say, or that's why the scriptures say that they shall know who a prophet was among them, because everybody got their own channels on YouTube now. They're all reporting on things, but they didn't say it before it happened.
Exactly.
Big difference. Now, everybody just wants to break the current events down, but where was you at 5 years ago, man?
40
You was in
years
your house with a mask, nigga.
The channels, you know, when you think about it in the sense of bodies of water, channel is a passage. So brothers' channels is the passage to the truth.
Yep.
So Esau has to shut them down because the only channels he wants are his. The ones that are approved by him, where he can pass through his information using his media.
And those channels are broad.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why the press on free speech.
Right.
You know, Donald Trump, you know, that's the first amendment, right?
Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
Freedom of press.
Freedom of
Yeah.
press.
I got something real quick.
Real quick, if I may add to that point real quick, because, you know, the whole different channels, you know, that Esau has, you know, his people feeding off of, because he keeps people divided through his media. You know, he creates the two so-called narratives that, you know, you got the left and the right, but it's all feeding the same course while everybody's at each other's throats. The scriptures talk about can two walk together lest they be approved, and you'll hear from people agreed. So like, yep, can two walk together lest they be agreed, and people will tell you in the world that, oh, you surround yourself only with people who think the same way as you, but that's how you're supposed to
But the
do,
scripture said
right?
it, like minded
Right. In sports, you all have to be on the same page. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, guess what? We're on the same page. And Yahweh Shai said that dying they were.
17, John 17.
Yeah, John 17, dying they were, and thou gavest them unto me.
They have kept thy word.
And they have kept thy word. So we're all on one accord. So we're all on the same channel, so to say. But Esau wants you on different, different.
He wants you on static channel. The static. The black and white channel, the white noise.
To keep you from ultimately going to the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Or you were just wandering, scrolling. The scrolling through the social media, scrolling through the channels, it's just confusion. You don't know what to believe. Here it is, you go to CNN, they saying one thing. You go to Fox News, they saying another thing. It's like, what do I believe? They're supposed to be the mainstream media, so like these people would go interview the president. Like, who am I supposed to believe? It's confusing. There's background for you. Which again, it's just witchcraft. Going back to, you got more on that medium? Or media?
Can I bring out this word real quick? Channel.
Well, let me finish.
All right.
Oh, for channel? Okay.
Yeah, channel. Yep. Etymology of channel is bed of stream of water.
A stream. Don't you stream on your channel? Hey, but we're streaming rivers of living water.
That's right.
You people are streaming the dirty murk waters.
Yeah, when you go into the history of channels and the point of where they were really important were the Vikings over in Britain, because they used the channels to be able to infiltrate further into Britain, because those little rivers went all the way into the middle parts of Britain from the coast, so they can infiltrate in. And that's how, again, Esau uses that, man, and we use it too.
Yeah.
We use it to infiltrate,
Yeah.
to bring forth that light, to show people like, look, this shit's flawed.
And that's the parable.
Right.
This small narrow channel leads you to the wide,
Right.
meaning the kingdom. So
Yeah,
if
'cause
you follow this, it's gonna lead you to the kingdom.
Because usually when it's broad, right? If it's a broad stream or a channel, it's probably leading to a waterfall. Wide ass. So that's leading you to destruction. But if it's a small creek, that's leading you to a fresh body of water most of the time. So a big difference, man. That's why you gotta understand these words, man. See, and Esau uses them every day. People use, oh yes, subscribe to my channel. You don't even know. Oh yeah, media. I'm social media.
But what you leading them to?
Exactly.
Right.
What are you leading them to? You're right. You got a channel, but what is that channel is supposed to lead to?
What
something?
kind of water is coming from that?
Yeah, Esau's channels are just the fucking
Run your
scramble your brain.
Yeah.
Have you watching some dumb shit?
Still waters.
Yeah, right.
I got a precept too. Real quick, just to back brothers up. Sirach, also known as Ecclesiastes 24 and 29. The point is in 33. It says, for her thoughts are more than the sea, and her counsels profounder than the great deep. I also came out as a brook from a river, and as a conduit into a garden. I said I will water my best garden and will water abundantly my garden bed. And lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea. I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning, and will send forth her light afar off. I will make, this is the point, it says, I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. So yeah, that's that channel, that's that stream, the Lord's wisdom that came through this unicorn, as the Lord said this truth, as the priest Kanakla opened up with, this truth will be taught throughout the four corners of the earth. Upon the media, you have different channels that the people tap into, but like the priest I said, this is the living waters, this is that road, that path that leads to salvation, but it's not appealing as all of the other channels. It's not being marketed, because this world's conception of what we're teaching, they have a misconception of it, man. All right, they look at wickedness as good and goodness as wickedness, as the scripture says. All right, but the Lord said what? That His wisdom, those that belong, all right, to Him, they're gonna hear His voice. They're gonna tap into this channel. They're gonna tap into the frequency, because that's the thing about the channels. The channels push out a vibration which it pretty much puts you in a frequency. All right, it's like listening to music. When you listen to music, you turn the channel to some R&B, it puts you in a certain mood. You turn the channel to some hip hop, it puts you in a certain mood. Those are the vibrations that when you tap into these channels and these frequencies, this is how it affects you. But bringing home the point that the Lord said that His doctrine would shine as prophecy. So you seeing through all these channels and the different wisdom that's being pushed out, that the Lord's word, His wisdom reigns supreme, man. He said the things that you're seeing that he told you before Him what was going to happen, man. And that's what we're seeing. That's confirmed that the unseen power truly exists and His judgment stands, man. You know?
That was it on that? I'm gonna finish the word real fast. From media, it says, therefore, mass media.
And then Esau's using these these black mirrors, these black screens as the witchcraft to put spirits on you, really.
Enchantments.
Yeah. Because again, that's the where do you get? Yeah, you could say the news is the media, but where do you get the news at? You get it at the black screen, whether it be your phone or your television screen, or whether it be computer, whatever the case may be. But and he controls the mass media.
Yep. So therefore, mass media like television or the internet.
The new internet. Remember when the .com era of the early, which we were pretty much children at that time, all of us. Right. The .com era that changed the world. Yeah. And guess what? It's about to happen again. The new era is here, which is his new world order, the peace system, which is going to be backed by this digital infrastructure that he's setting up. This is the new .com era. Just like the .com changed the world, what's about to happen here in the coming weeks is about to change the world.
And you're going to have to be authorized digitally to be on there, all right? And screening what you're saying, and what you ain't just going to be able to get on there. Just anonymous and just
talk your shit. Yeah, now, nigga. Yeah, all them emails you got are going to be deleted.
That's heavy. Because that's Esau. That's Esau literally producing the drought. He wants to dry up those wells, so you don't have access, all right, onto reality. He wants you to be deeply enchanted to the point where you're in a trance and you're pretty much a cyborg. You're a being.
He's God.
Yeah.
Again, that's that metaverse.
Yeah.
He's the God of this. Watch the movie Lawnmower Man. You know, they have a second one. Eventually, he became the god of the internet. In the second movie, he was the god of the internet. And that's what Esau wants. He wants to put you into that internet. He wants literally what you think it's a joke, but he's dead set on putting you in this digital reality that he has created, right? What do you think he got all those virtual reality glasses, virtual VR this and VR that? Everything is tied together. Everything has gone digital to the point where, again, digital real world assets, which will be digitized, tokenized. Okay? You're going to be on the blockchain. You're going to be on the XRP ledger. Goddamn. He wants to put you on a blockchain. People don't even know what that means. But that's the .com that's coming. And which is ultimately, because we see where this is headed. It's headed to the chip. So, brothers go into these different things that are going on in the economy and what's going on with, the AI and the crypto, the ledgers and the blockchains. It's all leading to the chip. We able to tie it all together. It makes perfect sense to us. Why this? Why that? Because he wants to put you on the next spot. You'll be no different than Bitcoin. You're just a tradable commodity to them.
And they just keep coming back. Families, okay, a small family are gonna keep coming back, but you're gonna be on a fucking grid for all you billions of
Smart
people.
grid.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they want. They want you people on a grid, okay? Well, they can ultimately just keep coming back, incarnation, after they destroy the Lord. This is their mind. Destroy the Lord. You really elect. Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas, huh? You gotta be bugged out your mind. You know, but the Lord has, see, that's the seat of being a witch and a prophet. This is what you know, that's the level, that's the realms that we at, man. These guys is telling them, oh yeah, you gonna do this and do that. Okay, but you're gonna get this far. But these niggas done read Numbers 23 and 24. Okay? But when it comes down to the prophets, we here today, bro. It's over, bro. It's done. What has to be done has to be done when you laying out your fourth industrial revolution, man. But Yahweh Shai is on his way back. Ain't nobody, no man on earth can stop that prophecy from happening, man.
I got something for you. Real quick, this is Psalms 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain
Yeah,
thing?
because you fleshed. That's what the Lord is getting ready to show this devil, man.
And again, it says, read that, what is it, King James? Read that in the NLT.
Con. This is
Because these devils, these motherfuckers think they're actually going to fulfill their enterprise. They're going to be Agenda 2050. What the fuck? 2050? You talking about Agenda 2030? You ain't even made it there yet. Go ahead, though.
Con. It says why. This is Psalms 2 and 1 in the NLT. Why are the nations so angry? Why do they waste their time with futile plans?
They're wasting their time. All this shit they're building up is a waste of time. But we know that it's the Lord put the spirit on them so he could bring it down. But it's a waste of time at the end of the day. It's futile. It's vain. It's of no effect. It's not going to be eternal. And that's what Esau wants. He wants to get his blessing. Hence why he made a whole nother world realm, digital, like the movie Tron. That's really, you watch the movie Tron, that's what it's about. Esau making a digital world where he can escape to.
Yeah.
But even your own creation, which we know the Lord inspired you to make, AI would eventually destroy your ass.
This is what we brothers have been saying, man. This is the new Tower of Babel. Esau's way of trying to escape the judgment of the Heavenly Father is by him creating a new world. But there is no escape. There is no running, because the Lord has set a bound for him that he cannot pass, like the scriptures say.
Like you in the suit that you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? You have to.
You're bound.
Yeah, you got to be addressed. Like so everything that this man has done on earth, you have to be addressed for your actions. That's Revelation, the 18th chapter. And all we hear in these last days, when we come into understand as we grow in knowledge and experience of Yahweh Shai, being a prophet of the Lord, is that you have reached your time, bro.
You're at the end.
Yeah, bro.
Esau is the end of this world. Clearly, this is it, man. That's why he's advancing in his technology so far to the point where it's overcoming him. He's created. The Lord had put the spirit on him to create something that's out of his control. He's losing control. And the creators of these AI super intelligence, they're saying it. They're saying that it don't matter who creates it. It's all communicating, and it's gonna override these people.
And also, it's a thing too called double singularity. That's when you got the economic, financial side that's going to meet also with AI, and they're both going to come at a position and at a position at one time where it's going to exponentially just take off. So the things of what Esau Edom is planning. All right, he thinks that he's going to have control over this AI, but he's not.
He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The AI is the Most High's technology.
Exactly.
Well, even Elon Musk said it. He said with concerning AI, it's just summoning demons. Elon Musk said that.
Yeah.
Right in front of people. Motherfuckers just do that. Like, he didn't say that.
Clap.
He literally, this nigga just said that AI summoning demons, y'all gonna clap. Well, but again, it's what the demons were for the Lord. And it's gonna again. I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago. The missiles are gonna be controlled by AI.
Oh yeah.
They don't need motherfuckers turning the key and hitting the button. AI can do that.
Yeah.
So the Lord will put the spirit up, send them demons to hit the button. Like we can say, just hit the button. That's what the Lord gonna tell them demons. They gonna hit the button.
Yeah, the Lord got the AI over Esau don't know how to deal with AI.
Well, they asking AI questions now. Answers. Looking for answers from their own creation. How you gonna create something and ask it questions?
Right.
Going to show you that Esau's not a god.
He's not a god, bro.
And that's not his technology either. How can you create something and then ask it a question?
Right.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Go back to the idol worshiping.
Yeah.
They create and carve them on their own gods, and then they worship and pray to it.
Yeah.
Asking it questions and asking it for good fortunes and stuff. But you created that idol. You know?
And it always turn on you, heathens.
Mhm.
It always turn on you. It always, them idols, all they do will turn on you. So that's why the Lord told us in Jeremiah the 10th chapter, be not dismayed. You know? Like, bro, your idols, you were given those idols, bro.
Isaiah 19.
Come on,
The
bro.
idols of Egypt shall fail them.
See, and that's the spirit for the what the brothers. That's the body, bro. What the elder priest just said is that's how the Lord is moving on the earth. For you to trust in this devil, intangible things, is going to be your demise, rather than trusting in the Rakakodash.
I got a quick one. This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. Just to make that point. It says, seeing his days are determined,
Yeah.
the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
You about to find out you flesh.
Point is, real quick, it says the number of his months are with thee. With who? With the Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father has his days, measured out. And that day, the time of the Gentiles is getting ready to be fulfilled, man.
What that scripture say to back up the brother, the time of their rulership. So that's why Esau, he don't know what else to do.
Right.
Ain't with so much blood he can drink. Ain't with so many sacrifices he can give. All right, he has to fulfill, and they were scared, and yet there's fight, man. You know.
Yeah. That's why the scriptures says that he's gonna come down with that great wrath because what? Because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And backing up the elder priest Miami real quick, this is Acts 17 and 26 in the NLT. For one people he created all the nations throughout the whole earth. He decided beforehand when they should rise and fall, and he determined their boundaries.
Yep. And that's the kingdoms, man. That's the kingdoms. Going back to Daniel's 2.
Exactly. When you go into the prophecies, these domains were already set to have a beginning and an end to it. So that's all we're doing is bringing forth prophecies, bro.
I'm not telling you nothing different what Daniel said. All right? To back up the elder priest Kanakala. We're not telling you anything different from what the priest just read. Where you was at again, Baba Shah?
Acts 17
Yeah.
and 26.
Yeah.
I'll read it again. It says, from one man he created all the nations.
Yeah.
Through, it says,
Adam.
after the flood, all right, his 3 sons pretty much populated the earth, because we know according to the scriptures that when the Lord gave Adam the breath of life, he was already existing. Adam was a vessel that the Lord chose to put his spirit within,
Just
giving
like
him the wisdom, the law, statute, and commandments.
Just like today. It's no different. It's the breath of life. Going back to Revelation 11 chapter. So to back up the priest, we have the breath. The breath, man, the Rakakodash. To fulfill prophecy, bro. To back you up, bro. We might be of that same stead, okay, of bringing things back to its right, okay, full potential. The earth, all right, life itself, righteousness, man. The nations being in order, all right. We have that breath, okay. The spirit of the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. What you got, bro?
It says, from one man he created all the nations throughout the whole earth. He decided beforehand.
He discerned beforehand who he gonna chose, man. Who he choosing, man. And that's in Romans the 8th chapter. Whom the Lord will raise up, scatter the bride, okay, and receive this Kodash. It's all who the Lord will raise up in that day. This, what we trying to tell you people is heavy, bro. The Lord, yeah, we all, we Israelites, all right, scatter the bride, But if the Lord don't put the spirit on you to wake up and receive this truth, the breath, you don't have the breath, you dead. Go ahead, out.
God, it says he decided beforehand when they should rise and fall.
See, so the Lord already said who was going to rise. Arise. You know, in these last days, man. And through the Spirit. So all across the world, Canada, Brazil, Australia, okay, and Isaiah the 11th chapter, the owls, all right, okay, Ethiopia, Egypt, here today, like that breath of the Lord has been given unto these men, man, and they able to stand upon their feet, man. All right, this is great prophecy taking place, man. Read that again, Bible shot. It's heavy, man.
He decided beforehand.
He decided beforehand, man. Before you, dog. So the Lord had you devils live your life. That's why we understand what Revelation the 12th chapter speaks about, man. You know? Go ahead, Op.
Yeah, predestination. Scriptures talk about, you know. It says he decided beforehand when they should rise and fall. Which this Salaki was gonna say something.
That's why the prophets, man. The prophets of the Lord, the most powerful man on the planet Earth. I'm saying, here it is, Esau eating with all his power and everything, but you have these men dictating and telling him what he's gonna do before he even does it. That puts fear in his heart. You know, he fears the prophets, man. Don't let him fool you. He fears the men of the Lord, bro.
Yeah. That's why you think Pharaoh wouldn't dare do nothing to Aaron and Moses and Aaron.
Exactly. He could have them killed.
They just walked out like nothing just happened. Passed all the guards. He casually strolled out after doing so, telling you that your kingdom's about to be destroyed. Do a miracle and they just walk out.
Yeah, because those are powers. They understand who the prophets are and what the prophets represent. These are the ambassadors of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the true power of the universe. This concept, this understanding is amongst the elites. The rulers understand this concept. You know?
And it's realm changers. You know what I'm saying? Like the prophets, you know? Like they come to change the environment.
That's right.
And that's with Jeremiah 28. Like when we read it, we speak these things, but we're in the fruition of evil and pestilence and war and evil.
Why they would ask him, comest thou peaceably?
Yeah, right.
We ain't coming bearing good tidings.
He's getting ready to bro. The environment from what he's about to say is getting ready to change the environment, man.
That's why which that was, if I'm not mistaken, that they was talking about Samuel, one of them prophets of old. I'm pretty sure it was Samuel. I could be mistaken though. When they asked it, it becomes why? Because the prophets they would usually stick to themselves. They wasn't chilling with everybody. So when they seen them, they're oh shit, God must have sent them the warnings and stuff. That's why that's why you people should be afraid when you see us.
Exactly.
You know.
So I was going fuck with the chat this week, and it's just like people who are in a position of authority, they depend on they take, as far as that being that position, a lot of majority of the people fear them because they're in that position of authority. But when you go to examples like when Yahweh Shai told Pontius, was it Pontius Pilate? What, you have no power over me except that was given to thee from above. What that does is that intimidates the higher authorities, because now they used to ruling over the people with authority and off of their position. So now you basically even the playing field. It's like you looking them eye to eye. Yeah, exactly. You take your power from them. So that's basically the position of the prophets, going back to Moses.
Which
and
that's
Pharaoh.
taking away when you show that you don't fear them, that takes the power.
Exactly.
You know.
That's why great fear fell upon them when they saw us stand upon our feet.
That's a power in itself. Fear. You know.
Even going back into their forefathers, Alexander. Remember, he understood that our Heavenly Father is the one who had set him up. When we go into the account of Josephus, what did he say? He had a dream that the Lord, the Spirit, had one of the priests, right? That he ended up seeing dressed in the same attire, right, had told him to tarry not, that the Lord would be with him in battle against Darius. So this concept of understanding that the Lord set up those boundaries, and beforehand he set up the time frame when they would rise or fall. This concept, they've been understood. Cyrus, okay, when you go in, so when we talking about up until the point of Pontius Pilate, they're more studious than the average citizen or the average human being, because a part of royalty is you being schooled on knowing.
They get the true knowledge. They get the true education of true history. You know, the average. You know, you go to school and you go to Harvard, and you're still not gonna get the truth. You know, true. You know, history.
Yep, that's why you even had in the time when Yahushua was born. Remember, the kings came. They said, we seen his star. The astrologers, they understood on that higher level. So when we talking about these kingdom being numbered through the spirit, this is information that the elites know that only the elect would know and display.
Yeah, that's why they're pushing out the certain death in the death, you know, that they're pushing out, all right, is what you breathe, all right, what you eat.
Which everybody's eating what? What they eat now? Information. Social, going back to the media. Everything is being controlled through the media, and most importantly, the financial system is what ultimately controls these people.
That's right.
Got you in a bugged out state, man. So that way, when you hear what the brothers are saying, what we're talking about,
it sounds far fetched.
Right.
Well, you a slave to nothing.
Yeah, because your vibration is low. Remember when we watched the Boondock series? Remember when Raleigh was talking to his grandfather about Satin Elliott, which we see it coming up, right? That when he started talking, when he started going in, all he was hearing was blah 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 blah. Like he wasn't tapped in his frequency. So when you talking to these regular mortals about this supreme knowledge and understanding, that's their receptive. That's how they receive this truth. It's blah blah blah.
It's static.
Yeah,
they pretty much on AM radio.
Right.
Yeah, and there's some people that might find out they're Israelites. They're on FM radio. We on XM radio. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay to be on this wavelength, which we paying with our lives. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Finish it. It says, and he determined the boundaries. Right. So he determined the boundaries of rulership, the time frame of rulerships, which is why you have that 250-year mark period of these empires, man, which America is pushing on the door of, man.
Even at the Thanksgiving parade today, so on the news they were telling 250 years, 200. Yeah, you people are done.
Damn.
All over the parade, 250 years. You don't even know what that means. The end of your empire, bro. Got a big old balloon turkey floating and shit. 250 years, the bitches dancing and shit. Like, what? This place is a joke.
Peanut from Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Little yellow shit.
Won't. That's what you do. Won't. Remember Charlie Brown? Here. Won't. Go ahead, man.
That was it on there. I got some more back in Psalms if everyone got
I was gonna finish off the Psalms 64. The spirit, right? No, Psalm 64, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Psalm 64, verse 5.
Hey, in the name of the bishop. You don't gotta be quick, brother.
He was here, man. Spirit. Blessings, man. Psalm 64, verse 5 in the NLT. They encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps.
So that's NLT?
Yeah, the NLT, yeah. Psalm 64, verse 5 in the NLT. They encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret. See, Elise?
The highway from the city council of the wicked. What? They planning this shit behind the scenes.
Yeah.
What you see on TV, it has nothing to do with what's really going on. You know, that's just a distraction.
Yeah.
The real shot callers ain't on CNN, Fox News. They in the palace somewhere, laughing, watching whatever the fuck they watch. Eating some nigga baby for dinner. On MC Island.
Everything that brother is saying is real, bro. you know, laughing or not. This is real life, bro. Who will ever slop? It says in plan, slop verse 5, they encourage others to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret. They quote, who will ever notice? They ask. All right, so they asking like, who will ever notice them doing the shit they doing, dog? And the other monsters out in Cali like, bro, these devils got some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you really you don't think about on the daily. You know, I gotta pay my rent.
Exactly. That's the prison that he's. You know, people don't worry about nothing but their struggle. That's what Esau has belittled you to. All you worried about is the struggle you gotta wake up to.
Yeah.
He has an underground facility, a world underground where he trafficked children. A whole world where people are underground living that have never seen life on the earth. They have never walked on earth. You know.
They got tunnels.
All they know is they life is underground, bro.
Until they make it to Epstein.
Yeah, they haven't walked on the earth to know you know.
Well, they got a movie. That's an old movie. It was called The City of Ambers. If brothers ever seen it, it was an underground city where the people didn't know there was an actual world above them.
Oh,
yeah. And that's what's coming, bro. So when we see, that's the wickedness. When it go down to the scripture, these devils, bro, are deep. So the Lord gonna open us up to everything. All we got to do is stay in order. That's it. Psalm 64 and verse 6 in the NLT. As they plot their crimes, they say, quote, we have devised the perfect plan. That's a chip.
That's his pride. He thinks this is a perfect plan. Yeah, we're gonna ride off into the sunset. Yeah, fuck it, we'll kill everybody on the planet. We'll be in the bunkers. We're gonna be good. Once we get everybody in control, you know, we're gonna finish up what we need to do, and then we just nuke them. Cause that's their plan. That's their agenda, is to kill the majority of you people. Or you think he's gonna chip you just to keep you around? Shit, he wants to get rid of you. Shit.
Finishing off, it says, as they plot their crimes, they say, we have devised the perfect plan. Excuse me. Yes, the human heart and mind are cunning, but the Most High Yahweh himself will shoot them with his arrows, suddenly striking them down. Their own tongues.
Yeah, the missiles, the chariots, the zapping. The Lord's gonna strike, and ultimately his word, the word, is zapping these devils down, man.
Sure.
Casting down strongholds with this word, which is sharper than any two-edged sword.
It talks about that in 2 Thessalonians, consuming him by his mouth.
Yep. Because he transformed himself to be light. So you done took on his word. Psalms 50. What hast thou to do? So you done transform yourself to be an angel and to be the most high's man and nation. Y'all got a lot of shit to come, a lot of blood, man. You know, but that's on you though. Finishing off the scripture, Psalm 64 verse 8. NLT. Their own tongue will ruin them, and all who see them.
Their own tongue. It's gonna fall upon them. All that shit you talk is coming back upon you to haunt you. So you said it. You said it. Now it's being used against you. Why does he tell you you have the right to remain silent? Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Well, guess what? The Lord gonna use the same bullshit you've been using towards our people against you. Every and anything you said is gonna be used against you.
Their own tongues. So Esau like, man, y'all niggas going too far. What's it, Marjorie? She just
MGT, Marjorie Green,
she just stepped down. MAGA, right?
Well, she's supposed to resign in January.
Resign in January.
She waiting for that check to come clear, and then she gonna retire.
Your man's who went into the I forgot his name. Went into the Bohemian Girl. Alex. He the LDS Shoulders just did a lesson. He about to throw in a towel on you, bro.
Yeah, because they're cashing out. They were controlled opposition.
Exactly.
They said, "Fuck it, we got enough money now. I can go retire on Epstein Island."
It's no need for them anymore.
Yeah.
You know, this new world that they bring in,
It's already here. It's just be forced upon you at this point.
there's no need for niggas like Alex Jones and control opposition. There's no need for y'all no more. They done collected all the data.
Yeah.
They know where you at, your IP address, who
watched it,
who watched it, who down with it.
Yeah.
You don't order what Alex Jones. You don't order this bug out bag.
You got 3 months worth of dry
Rice.
goods from
Yeah.
Alex Jones.
They know.
You got 3 50-gallon buckets of rice from the bug out.
Yeah, and your address, everything
Spectrum,
is.
full spectrum.
They got you, dog.
You got the glasses.
You seen this newest video? Now he's shooting. He's showing people how to shoot now. Okay, this shit is true.
That nigga's, he gonna shoot his family.
Yeah.
That nigga
And
bugging.
they drinking too much coffee. Shit.
Yeah.
But that like Ray was saying, man, there's no your job is done. No escaping.
Yeah, they got to the back of the binder. There ain't no more pages in his assignment.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this was the last page.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Go about your business now. But you was used and you're gonna be casted out too. Like they give a shit about you.
You hired him. I hired him. That's it. You was hired. You didn't really care about.
Yeah, you don't got a bunker like them. Let's say you got a bunker. That shit is gonna be eaten alive. Your $30 million bunker, that shit gonna be gone. If you even make it to it. Anybody got anything else?
I got one. Go with Bomb's precept. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their
And
beds.
that's why they're afraid. That's why they're in the bunkers, dog. It's death and destruction coming to these devils, bro. No matter how you Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, or whoever the fuck you niggas is. I personally don't care about you niggas at all. As we come into this truth, you niggas don't got no. Bro, Esau is afraid, bro. Isaiah 2. All right? When we come into the understanding of this, when we put ourselves on the back burner and you put prophecy on the forefront, you devils and everybody who sold out, you have to meet Yahweh Shai. Okay? You got it, brother.
Yeah, through death, he gonna meet him.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Lord gonna come visit you. Shit, fuck out of here.
Yep.
You just gonna die a miserable, horrible death. Shit.
Yep.
And then be introduced to the Lord in the kingdom. Shit. For our people, anyway. You know?
Reads, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
You got the power.
The earth is giving it to the hand of the wicked.
Exactly. That's what that's a piece of just on my mind. Yeah, because again, Esau, we know what the scriptures say that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, but he has set up one that is unprofitable to rule the earth in these times.
To destroy it.
Yeah, to destroy it, to wreak havoc upon the earth, to bring us to this time that we know now as the hour of temptation, which Esau is using his devices, okay, both literally and figuratively.
Right.
He's using them to bring about the ultimate form of iniquity, which is to receive a badge of servitude from someone else other than the Most High for you Israelites, man.
Which is the ultimate form of selling your soul. You know, they talk about, oh, he sold his soul to get to where he's at.
Yep.
Hey, maybe they did. You know, a lot of these celebrities, maybe they already got the chip.
Yep.
You know, these high-level celebrities that you see on the news all the time, or
They're gonna
athletes.
they've used them for years as advertising.
So why not make them sell out all the way and take a chip? Because the chip been around since the 80s, late 80s, so it's not far-fetched that your favorite comedian got a chip. You know, your favorite actress or athlete, whatever.
Bro, I seen a dude personally years ago when I first came into the truth from Europe, and he had a chip right in his fucking elbow with a scar on it. Because I was telling him about it. Oh, I have one of those right here. So,
You mean this?
yeah, bro, I'm telling you, this was like 2012, 2013, bro. The Lord, like, I'm telling you, bro, he was from Europe somewhere. He had like a little accent, like, bro, he had a chip, and he said, how else you think I was gonna able to get out of the country? So this shit's been going on, bro.
So you Americans is done. Yeah. If you don't believe what the brother,
I saw that with my own eyes, bro. Can't anybody tell me different, bro. The Lord revealed it to me when I first came, and that was over a decade ago. The nigga had a chip in his fucking arm, bro. This shit real, bro.
People walk around, as we speak, literally using it as the scriptures describe it for buying and selling. As we speak, right now, on November 27th, 7:24 p.m., there's somebody literally using the chip to buy something as we speak.
Walked in his crib.
And not on the chip on the car, the chip in him. Or yeah, turn his car on, or open the door, or whatever. You know, what's it? It's real, man. And again, this is because it's been given into the hands of the wicked to do so. How else would he make this worldwide? You know, how would he make it worldwide if the Lord didn't give him the authority to, you know, control the whole earth at this point?
And he's doing it through his deception. There's still that little season that he's been let loose, and you see that, like we started the video off, you know, speaking on this shooting that happened up in D.C. That's a form of his deception to cause something to happen to make now this whole identification thing an even bigger concern, because of this shit with Afghanistan, with this dude supposedly he's from Afghanistan. Now they stop immediately giving out visas for anyone from Afghanistan. And the scriptures talk about, you know, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. Well, this is that great city. And the fact that now they're gonna crack down even more on immigration.
Yeah. But wait, here it is, y'all was locking up Pedro and Consuela, and here it is, this fucking what they call towel head blasted the nigga a couple blocks from the White House.
Yep.
It's all a shit show.
Yeah,
They hate you, Israelites, and now they want to push the boogeyman on you again. Fear. We mentioned earlier, fear.
Right.
Now the Bin Laden case is back. Now, oh my God, he shot a nigga in his face.
We got to do something about this.
You gotta put the Pete Headed, that nigga come up there and talk some shit.
If you don't want to
tell,
if you don't want to get your digital ID, then hey, you're an enemy of the state.
You
You
must
must
be.
want people to come into this country and kill us like they did up there in D.C. You must be one of them.
And remember, now you could
Common.
the ID, your digital ID can just be on your phone now.
Yep.
You lost your wallet, you got your phone though, don't you? Yeah. Well, even Samsung's been had it.
Yeah.
It just hasn't been mainstream for some reason. But Samsung, I got Samsung. I can put my digital ID on there. I just don't. But this has just been added again. They're laying the foundation out right in front of you, and they're gonna use the chaotic disaster to force you into it. And again, the backbone of all of it is gonna be
It causes all.
Is it what I'm saying? The backbone of it is his technology. That's the infrastructure. The spine of the infrastructure of the MOTB is the technology, the AI and the crypto and all this. You know, because again, the scriptures talk about buying and selling. What's going on with the money? It's all going digital. Well, how are you going to transfer digital funds? We just better catch on. Because ultimately, that's what it's all tied to. It's all going to be tied to your wallet, which is it's going to include your digital ID. Because that's where the digital ID in the iPhone store, your digital wallet. I forgot what company she works for, CEO of a big company. She said there's not going to be such things as banks anymore. It's going to be individual wallets. So you're going to have to be, every wallet's going to have to be individually verified digitally to exist. But again, this was on MSNBC. That was on mainstream media. But if you think somebody, who the fuck watches MSNBC, the business channel? Nobody watching that shit. But overnight, they're all of a sudden your bank is gonna tell you that they had a business. Now you're gonna have to refer to your iPhone or your Samsung, your wallet. They're literally getting rid of everything physical. It's all being digitalized. You don't need an actual wallet no more. It's all on your phone, literally on your phone. From your ID to the money, anything that you have in your wallet, it can all be in that digital wallet. Oh, you got pictures of your kids? That could be on your phone too. Your social security card, that's gonna be on the digital wallet. Everything's gonna be tied to the digital wallet, which is gonna have to be authenticated digitally. Two-step authentication, biometrics. Passwords is a thing of the past. There's no need for passwords anymore. See, everything is being taken, but that's also, you know, the gradualism we went into a week or two ago. They've been just slowly doing this. Oh yeah, let's introduce thumbprint on your phone, so you don't even have to type in a password to log into your bank. You just put your thumbprint, bam.
Biometrics.
It's all gonna lead to the mark, man.
Digital.
Yeah.
It's already being in place. So when it comes down to you being able to buy or sell, let's see if you can buy or sell with a white woman.
I got 3 white bitches with me today. Let me get 3 carton of eggs. Nah, man. Or embargoes or whatever you bozos all kind of say all kind of shit. Where they at now though? Well, a lot of these guys ain't even talking about prophecy. They're talking about nonsense. Nobody's talking about what's going on in the world. These bug out Israelites. We're the only ones really pushing prophecy. I mean, and we showing you what's going on with articles and different videos brothers bring out, beginning with the elder apostles on down. These guys are talking about we want to debate this. We're not debating shit. We're just gonna tell you this place is done. You believe what you at this point. Let them be ignorant. Of course we're gonna defend the gospel, but at this point, hey, if you want to believe that, that's your opinion and you're entitled to it. Just know there's a hot missile coming for your ass.
Yeah, I got some.
Yep. Psalms, finishing off with Psalms 2 and 2 in the NLT. The kings of the earth prepare for battle. The rulers plot together against the Lord and against his anointed one. Let us break their chains, they cry, and free ourselves from slavery to the Most High. But the one who rules in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. It says, then in anger, he rebukes them, terrifying them with his fury, his fierce fury. For the Lord declares, I have placed my chosen king on the throne in Jerusalem, on my holy mountain. The king proclaims the Lord's decree. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said to me, you are my son today. I have become your father. Only ask and I will give you the nations as your inheritance, the whole earth as your possession. Yeah, so pretty much Esau, his plot and his whole plan with this whole fourth industrial revolution, all right, him pretty much manifesting the beast system is to usurp the throne from Yahweh Shai. All right, he's offering you a pseudo counterfeit salvation. All right, you see that going into pretty much pills that can make you live for 150 years, and they
that's anything.
they
Like who they tested that on? Fucking Captain America. But then Esau, bro, he'll tell people anything to lead you to the idea that he can make you immortal. That's what he wants. He wants to be immortal. Yeah. And he's trying to do it through his technology and his pseudoscience. But it always has. That's why they got commercials. They got a commercial of such and such drug, and the nigga in the commercial, hey, he's skipping down the park. He walking the dog with a big smile, and then at the end of the commercial, they got a nigga fast talking with all the side effects. So yeah, you might have a pill for constipation, but then you're gonna have thoughts of suicide, blood clots, a crippled leg. So everything this devil makes has side effects. But what's he trying to recreate? What the Lord has already made, artificial synthetics. The Lord created fruit bearing seed. He creates fruit that don't bear seed. Right. The Lord created the herbs as medicine. He creates synthetic medicines. The Lord created natural wood. He creates fake wood.
Grass.
Even that, fake grass. So come on, man. And now he's trying to make a false reality through his technology. Yeah. And people are so miserable that they would be willing to go to that. Yeah. They just want to just sit at home, put on some Oculus goggles, and just live in a fantasy world because they're so miserable. Yeah. And again, he created the condition you're in. Now he want to give you the way out. Right. Like I think your brother mentioned earlier, the movie Ready Player, or maybe it was Ready Player One. Here it is, your avatar's a 6'8" buff nigga, but you're a fat slob sitting at home. Or your avatar's a woman, and you're a fucking dude. It's artificial. Everything he does is artificial. It's fake. It's not real. This life that you're living is not real, man. It's not real about your life. Shit. There's nothing real about anybody's life in this place, man. It's all a facade. That's why you can't put your trust in it, man. Why do you think the scriptures say walk by faith, not by sight? Because this devil's gonna have power over all that. He's the god of this world. And he's figured it out very well. He's a mad scientist. So it's gonna take somebody with faith to be able to overcome what this devil's coming with all his synthetic shit. He's gonna make hologram hell. Project Bluebeam, all these things he's gonna be to fool your senses. And we did the video last week about the war on your senses. You don't even know the extent of it. You know, we're not gonna go into it now, but this devil has a war on your senses. And they show you that in the movies. They show you it.
Social dilemma. You know, it shows you how they have, you know, those dopamine receptors. Just you're pretty much giving away the pleasure, man. You know, that instant gratification. So when they come with the metaverse,
yeah, which is already here, really. The metaverse is already here. It's in ways that you don't know, you know. But again, it's they like the brother said, the dopamines, all that, or you become numb to it all. So now you're like a crackhead. These people are like crackheads. They're seeking more pleasure from this false narrative that this devil has pushed upon you. I mean, what's the porn, social media? Porn is like social media is the porn for women. They get off on it. These women get off and they get pleasure from getting all the validation online. Just like the nigga get beating his meat watching the Bang Bros, he gets some kind of dopamine or whatever, you know. But it's all tied to the internet. Again, it's technology. People are living their life online. We go online to spread the word of the Lord. These people are being negatively affected by the same device we're using to wake their left up. That's great. That's going to show you the power of the Lord, man. The right hand side and the left hand side.
It's like, if I can add to it, that's how you know when they pull the plug on this internet, man. As the scriptures say, great misery is gonna fall upon the people, man. And that's how we know, because we know how Esau worked. This devil massive warfare. But see, our Heavenly Father, he's the power of war. He's the God of war. So he has equipped us with the armory to be able to see the wiles of the devil, man. Ephesians the 6th chapter, 2nd Corinthians the 2nd chapter and 11th verse. We are not ignorant of Esau plot and schemes, man. So we already know the next phase of this thing. When this devil cuts off the internet, people are gonna lose it, and that's how he's gonna be able to also reset it to the point where you gonna go through withdrawals.
And that's why he's gonna take it offline. It's not gonna be forever. He's gonna bring it back online. You're just gonna need to be digitally verified to come back on it.
That's right.
Yeah. He's not gonna just cancel everything. Everything, because that's the scriptures say. On the day of the Lord itself, people are gonna be buying and selling.
That's right.
Life is gonna be going on when the Lord returns. Yeah, it's gonna be busy. Of course, it's gonna be, because see, just like in Ukraine, I'll use that as an example, just to show what's gonna be going on in America. In Ukraine, they're getting bombed every day, but guess what? There's business as usual throughout Ukraine. Even though they're being invaded, they're being attacked and bombed, it's business as usual for most of the people there. Yeah, a lot of women left and a lot of people scrambled, but so what? You think Americans are gonna leave America? No, you're gonna be going about your business. Most people are gonna be trying to depend off the government. You know, it's gonna be civil unrest, but there's still gonna be cities functioning. People are gonna be using their chips, buying and selling. You have more of that?
That's it.
Anybody got anything else? God save. With that, Lord's will, this was edifying to the hope of the elect. We're going to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. The wonders to the elder apostles, great millstone who are well, and salutation and much love to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Till next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.